Okay, I'm visiting a medium-sized river today. The weather's taken a bit of a turn. It's been very balmy, mid-20 weather. Now it's actually dropping down to about 10 degrees and we're expecting to get a bunch of heavy rain coming up. But river's still nice and clear, water levels are excellent. Gonna see if we can find any fish out in this area here right now. Water temperatures are about 7 degrees. Air temperature is about 10 degrees. No wind, kind of a nice day. No signs of any hatches at the moment. It's mid to late morning right now. This river looks like it's got a mixture of depths. Very shallow up there, and I happen to cross the river up there. It gradually gets a little bit deeper. Then finally down to my right, maybe about another 50 feet, it drops off quite substantially, and particularly on the far side, you may be able to see there's a bit of a back eddy closer to where the camera is. So we got sort of a medium-sized river that flows into a larger still pool. A larger pool anyways. Where it flows into that pool, it of course creates a bit of a back eddy where the fast water intersects with the slower water. Friction occurs and then the result is a bit of a back eddy there. So I'm just going to explore the top of the run first here. See if anything is moving up here. This looks to be probably the prime area close to the back eddy. I don't know that yet, but that's my guess. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to work my way a little bit further down. It'll take me a little bit further away from the camera too, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll still be able to see what I'm doing. No hatches, like I was saying, but I'm still fishing like just a hare's ear nymph, just to kind of explore the area. My first objective here, aside from catching a fish, is to find out where the fish are. Are they in this faster water where I'm kind of covering right now? The shallower, faster water that's maybe knee deep? Or are they further out where the water's a little bit slacker, closer to the back eddy? Or are they further down the run here where the water starts to slow down and deepen a little bit more as well? So I'm gonna go and see if I can find what type of location, what type of water type the fish are looking for right now, where they're sitting, where they're comfortable, where they're feeding. Once I figure that out, I'm going to try and focus on that. But I have to catch a fish first. In some cases, normally I would start at the bottom of the run and work my way up to have less of a chance of spooking some of the fish. But in this case, I actually want to target this head of the pool first. I'm taking a bit of a chance by wading out here right now and covering the whole top of the area first because I may be spooking things down below me. Sometimes that's just a chance you take when you have a hunch and you figure this is where the fish are going to be hanging. I'm going right through the full gambit of the cast. I'm casting upstream, I'm quartering it down below me, I'm letting it swing, I'm letting it rise up off the bottom, I'm letting it go down deep. I'm trying to cover all the possibilities that could possibly interest a fish. Like I say, I don't know what they want right now. I'm trying to figure that out first. So I'm trying to cover the most likely water using a variety of techniques while nymphing to see what type of presentation and what type of water they're looking for. I may start to work my way down a little bit. I don't seem to be picking up too much other than the one little tap I had. And dangle my fly out there. Back up a bit. Go downstream about 10 feet. Repeat the process till I find something. This is a very shallow side of the river here. Where the camera is, it's a rather deep section. You may see from the camera that it's actually shallow right out in front of it, but just slightly downstream and more in front of it, it drops off rather suddenly. Probably going to cover with this fly for maybe 10 more minutes, covering the water and seeing if I can pick up a fish with it before I change to something different. I think more important than the fly is finding the water. What I might just have to do is go slightly heavier with my fly. Maybe the fish is sitting a little bit deeper. Not so willing to chase it right now. Which could be why I'm getting kind of the disinterested hits. So I'm not putting it right in their target zone right now. The fish are having to work a little bit too hard to go after it, and hence not committing to it fully. I'm getting to the point where I want to strongly consider a fly change. I've had about 4 or 5 hits. None of them have stuck though. But now I'm getting into a slightly different water now. I don't know if you can hear it with the microphone, but now I'm not getting the sound of rushing water against my knees, against my legs as I'm wading here. So the water's actually slowed down noticeably. Get a little bit deeper. It could be that this is where there's more active fish. I don't know. I want to give it a try with this fly first before I dismiss it. Because the fish have at least shown some partial interest in it so far. There we go. Oh, looks like a whitefish. Whitefish, I do not like hooking downstream of me because it's they got very soft mouths, very small mouths, and it's very easy to pull the fly out of their mouths. I'm getting the sense that the hits I've had so far have been mostly whitefish. They've been such light taps, but put that rod upstream of me here and beautiful fish. Definitely a nice size whitefish. Not a giant, but oh, get you back into the water there. Thank you. I'm finding the fish are a little bit further down here. I was just going to make a fly change, but maybe the fish are a little bit more down here. Probably at about the end of the camera range, but in the slightly slower water. As we tend to say, it would be like the walking speed water. But since I caught one, I'm just going to try this fly a little bit longer with this weight, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to go a little bit heavier. I'm going to go to a 4 millimeter. I'm using a 3.5 right now. It just might not be getting down enough for them, but especially if they're sitting on the deeper side of the fast water in that slack water. So there is a bit of a drop off that goes down beyond me out there. I'm not touching bottom very frequently at all. All right, gonna be back in action. Just beefed up to a 4 millimeter bead. Get my line back under control here. Let's see if this gets a little bit more interest, getting down a bit deeper to them. I'll try a few casts here and then I'm going to move back up closer to the camera. Okay. Come on, fishies. If you like this. I've made a fly change after fishing the previous fly for about 15 minutes. There we go. That's a good sign. Don't want these fish getting too far below me down here. Can't tell what we got here. Fighting rather rambunctiously like a trout, but flopping like a whitefish. And I believe it is a whitey. Gotta be careful of those paper thin mouths. All right, hold them up, get down to them here. All right, thank you, fish. Oh, another beauty. Yes, 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 flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, all over the place here. Just let me remove the fly and I'll get you back out there. As the fish have not been very enthusiastic, I've been changing up patterns a little bit faster than I normally would. I know there's fish here. I'm getting the odd hit. They're just very non-committed. So probably as I've kind of fished this part of the run over with this fly now, I'll probably look at making another change here. Just made a fly change. There we go. Fish on the first cast is a good sign. Seems to be following a bit of a pattern though. Make a fly change, find a fish. You work a fly for too long and you start to get very disinterested hits very quickly. That was a very soft take, so I'm a little bit leery about keeping this fish on for very long. Keep my rod above, upstream of me, and keep the fish upstream of me if I can. And bring them right into the net. Oh, another beautiful whitefish. Here we go, buddy. All right. Let's see. We'll find another one out here. or if I have to make another quick fly change. So far, that's been the ticket, is changing flies on a regular basis. Not something you normally have to do, but sometimes when the fish are disinterested, that's often what you end up doing, is you change the flies or you change the presentation, change the speed, change the way the fly is moving. Maybe you're gonna jig it. Something different every time to make that one fish curious. You just start with one fish. And then once you catch him, you move on to the next one and try and make the next fish curious. Fishing right in that seam there. There we go. Again, right at the tail end of the drift. Almost as if the fish are looking for something that's just starting to rise. Although there's no hatch on. Normally that would be common if you had a hatch coming on. The fish are looking for a nymph coming off the bottom, starting to emerge, but sometimes it's just a matter of movement too. Again, that's pretty quick, probably about 10 casts after making a fly change again. This time, nice little trout. Let's see if I can repeat with this fly and catch something else. So far, it's been very difficult to catch multiple fish with the same fly. Using every fly in the box almost. Some days that's just what you do, and every new change you make stimulates a new fish or an extra fish. Sometimes the fish are dialed in on one thing. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes you have to just keep changing and shifting and rotating. Work my way over to the seam. There's a little bit more depth. Still got on a green hare's ear nymph. It's a good sign. I hadn't fished the green hare's ear nymph here, so not exactly a bigger fish, but still a nice little white fish regardless. There you go, buddy. Oh yeah. All right, see if I can pick up any more on that green hare's ear nymph.